Hey, welcome back. Well, our speaker has sit overnight and we're ready to test her out. So go ahead and pull your shims out. And what I do is just take your fingers like this, across the coil and just push up and down. See how that is? Nice and quiet. That's what we want. If you get a rubbing noise, you can take your shim and get down in there and try to clear it. If that doesn't work, then, well, the Recone will have to be done over. Okay, so next step, we're gonna solder up our leads, okay, just take your lead, just come right through the hole on the terminals. Okay, now if you look on, you just want to give it enough tension, plenty of tension to flex, but you don't want it too tight. So just about like that will work. Do that on both sides. Okay. Tension up. All right. Then take your soldering iron and just put a nice beat ball of solder on there. Make sure you get heat to it so it sets down good. Glue, solder both terminals. All right, that's that. So, and take your nippers, cut them off nice and flat. All right, cool. All right, flip her over. Now we'll test it. Go ahead and hook your amplifier up. All right. Now you don't need a big fancy rig like what I have up here. You can get an app on your phone, a signal generator app, and you can plug that right into your stereo and run a sine wave through your stereo into the speaker. All right, let's see what we got. If I get on the right input here. Hold on, I'll find it one of these days. It would help if I turned my preamp on. Okay, there we go. She's bumping nice and quiet. That's what you want. Okay. You can. Yep. All right. Good deal. Okay. Go ahead and unhook your terminals. I'm gonna get my turntable back. All right. Now comes time to glue the dome on. Now, some domes are different. Like this dome and other paper domes like it. Notice how the lip is down. Some of those you'll glue up from the top. These here that have the lip up, what you want to do is just set it in there, get it centered where you want it, trace a line with an ink pen or something around the edge, and you can apply your bead of cement in there. And then you can drop the cap right into place. Just push it down, make sure it's seated, and it'll dry up for you. We're not going to use this cap. We're going to use the original. Now, if you notice, these lead wires are up pretty much level with the bobbin here. And I use that hard glue because if you don't, this is a metal dome, and it can reach down and touch the leads and short it out. You don't want that, so you need that hard glue inside there to insulate it. Okay, so you take your cap, just test fit it, no glue yet. Okay, now if you notice, our adhesive here is holding the dome up. So what we're going to do, and take your time doing this, we're just going to nip this little edge here. Like I said, be gentle, because you don't want to crimp the hole. Just nip that. Like I said, be gentle. No hurry. Okay. Let's push it right on down. Just like that. Okay. Alright, now we'll cover our one side. Now we're gonna get the other side ready. Like so. Nice and easy. Okay, now let's test fit our dome. And there we go. Notice how the cap sits nice and flat over top of the bobbin, just like that. Okay, now it's seated all right. It don't want to come off. There we go. All right. Now, just do a quick peek in there. Make sure there's no debris in there or anything. Looks clear. All right. Take your black cement. You want to be very careful. You don't want to glob it up too much, because if you do, it'll run down the former and jam the coil up. It's no fun. You'll have a bad day. This is why I make sure there's nothing. Okay. Glue just runs right out. Nice and easy. Okay. Now, just like you practiced, take your, just drop it onto the point. Okay. There. If you get a little bit on the dome, it's no big deal. Just take your acetone, just like we did before, and just, it'll come right off. And the purpose of putting the glue underneath there as well is to keep the dome from rattling, because if it's not glued down properly, it will. All right, now we're going to finish it. There, get a rag. Okay. All right, then get yourself lined up here. Can you see it? Okay. Come around this side. Maybe it'll help. All right. So just nice and easy. Clean your rag every time. almost there. All right, again, touch it up. Don't get quite enough in a certain spot. All right. Okay, just have a look around. Now, I'm OCD, so I have to make sure it's perfect and clean. So, just to tidy up a little bit. Like your ace tone, just look around. I think that's close enough. All right. I said just double check, make sure there's no low spots. Just a tiny little bit. There we go. Pretty much her. All right, now what you want to do, I like to take something that'll fit on here. I like these cans here because, you know, they're concave like that, so they'll fit the dome. And this, just set it right there, and there you go. Give it another 12 hours, you're ready to rock and roll. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.